and to spotlight the immense potential of our entrepreneurial ecosystem. So, without a further ado, let's turn this energy into action and get started with our first session after the inaugural session. So we are going to talk about building with emerging technologies, opportunities for the next wave of entrepreneurs. We have a distinguished panel of founders and co-founders who have built incredible businesses from the ground up. I welcome to the stage Mr. Vinod Kumar Homagai, co-founder and CEO of Wow Momo. Sir, please join us on the stage. Mr. Santanu Basu, founder and CEO of Let's Game Now. Mr. Rajoshi Nag, co-founder of Drivers for Me. Mr. Pramod Pachesia, co-founder and CEO of Tukums Consulting Private Limited. And to steer this insightful conversation, our moderator for the session, Mr. K. S. Sriram, founder of K. Sriram and Company and co-chairman of the IT Entrepreneurs and Tech Startup National Committee BCCI. Sir, please join us on stage. Sirs, the floor is yours. Over to you. Sriram, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this panel discussion to get insights into emerging technologies. Fortunately, we have with us people from 4 industry verticals. If I can say, we have food, Wow Momo, we have gaming, Shantanu, we have consulting, and we have the conveyance, traffic, taxi. I mean, Bangalore definitely is a challenge, but be that as it may. So we have various industry verticals talking about it. Before I start into the actual, discussions, I would request each of them to give a brief introduction about their story. In short, if I can start from the extreme right.
So basically, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having me here, BCCI. So, if I want to speak about the journey in a very short thing, like we started from college, like one of our very close friend, he missed his exam because his driver didn't turn up on time. That is the first initial point from where we started. I'm coming from a very non-business background, Bengali family, where we face many problems to start a business. But yeah, so with the help of many people in the dais and of the dais, they helped us a lot to whatever we are today. So presently we are operating, started from Calcutta, then we started Hyderabad, Bangalore, Bombay, Pune, Delhi. We are starting Coimbatore tomorrow. So yeah, and presently we have more than 50,000 drivers, those who are working with us, more than 7 lakh customers. We have raised some fund. We just closed $2 million last week as a pre-series A round of fund. So yeah, it's growing good. We need your help, guidance, love to make it bigger. From Kolkata to India, then from India to the world. That is what we are planning. Thank you.
Wishing you unicorn very soon.
So I think the first unicorn is here.
No, I know. I will come to that later. Yeah.
So good afternoon, everyone. So our journey is very well known. We started from Kolkata, and when we saw the brands like KFC, McDonald's, Domino's came from abroad to India, we thought that can you make an Indian brand that can go abroad? That's how the Wow Momo, that thinking was born. The momos from the hills. I'm a Nepali, we make momos at home. So the idea from the hills, the momos, can you take it internationally? So this is a journey where we are taking Bengal to the world, you can say. So we started in 2008 after college with 30,000 investment. Now today we are there, 9,000 employees, 900 stores, almost all company owned and operated. And now we are planning to, go abroad, open internationally to take the banks forward. This is the journey, and there were ups and downs in life, but journey continues, and we are enjoying the journey. Thank you.
That's we note for you. He did not mention that the company is a unicorn. That's why I said I will talk about that. I know he will not mention that. Okay, Shantanu, gaming.
Hi, My journey, I will first talk about my journey, then my startup. So in 2007, I ran away from my home, took a train, and without telling my parents, I went to Bombay without a ticket, slept on the pavements 3 days, World Trade Center, defeated everyone there in a championship, national championship, and won from India. I played for India after that in over 15 international tournaments. I'm the only Indian gamer to get third in a world championship. I'm the only Indian gamer to play for a US team for 7 years. And now my company like does gaming events for brands like Sony, Acer, Dell, and we also create games. Currently we are building a game called Bharat Run, where a character runs through the map of India so that the kids with a 5,000 rupees smartphone can know all the temples in India, can know all the places in India when they were built. So, for example, when you're running through Cherrapunji, it's rainfall. So they know that the highest rainfall is received there. So we are trying to mix education and games, and let's see where it takes us. Thank you.
Yeah, now, Pramod.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My name is Pramod Pachisia. A quick snapshot of my journey. I'm an entrepreneur. I think I also mentioned some time back 3 decades of entrepreneurship. A quick note about my company. We are a workforce solutions company. We are the largest trainee and apprentice management company in the country. We manage almost about 70,000 trainees and apprentices for over 600 companies across the country. We have a large contract workforce that works in various organizations. This is almost about 12,000 people. Today we also have a global migration platform which helps people from one country to another, and this is a mobility that we serve between demand countries and gap. We run a gig workforce platform which is almost 60,000 people at any point of time. Almost about 3,000 gig workers work on that platform. So typically we work on the workforce solutions area for our customers globally. Thank you.
Thank you for the introduction, everybody. Pramod, you please hold on to the mic. We'll do some bit of reverse engineering, as they call. The topic for today is emerging technologies, and also what are the opportunities in your field for the next wave of entrepreneurs, because there are a lot of entrepreneurs sitting here, startups, they have been pitching. So we are talking about emerging technologies and just to give a context, I would be requesting each of the panelists to talk about emerging technologies in their field so that the startups and other people involved can get an idea. So,
sure. Thank you. So when I talk about my field, I'll split the discussion into two. My field, of course, is workforce, so I'll quickly take that. But my typical field is to interact with various organizations because we work with 600 companies. And, my interaction with them is to look at how they can enable technology. Workforce solutions as such with AI has a lot of change to happen. I'll give you a simple example. We talk of interviews, we talk of recruitment, we talk of hiring talent and the best talent. But I would be surprised, and you should be thinking about it, whether the best talent really hits your table or not, because there are so many biases that happen when a resume is put into an interview system. And those biases happen because of various individuals sifting through those resumes at various stages. And those biases actually are some things because of our personal biases. A quick note on, when I started my journey with recruitment, right? There was times that we would do, that time interviews were now virtual. So it was candidates sifting through and, we would have walk-ins and people. So when a panel sits, we would actually gauge the mood of the panel and put the person accordingly. So sometimes the mood is good, an average candidate would pass through, and when mood is tight, then a good candidate would also not pass through. So I think the point I'm trying to make is that biases come because humans are involved. And I think to some extent, AI can also bridge that gap. While of course there's a lopsided to the same as well, but if you feed AI with wrong information, then the bias will remain. But that's the responsibility on the AI and the tech world. So that's one point I want to make. So the HR and workforce ecosystem dynamic is going to drastically change. And that's one small tip of the point. And I've covered the one which will impact the organization's maximum, right? So it's very important what tool you use and is it fed with biases or not biases and how you want to use it. So I think that's one tip for all the entrepreneurs. The second one is to look at, workforce as a whole. Because when I interact with organizations, I would see 10 years back, a large organization talk about a CTO. Last 2 weeks back, a company with about 75 people came back and said, I want a CTO. Can I afford one? This was not something that I'd seen earlier. But with AI today, I see a lot of mid-sized organizations wanting to adapt talent and build something and come back and innovate. Of course, we suggested them a fractional CTO, which is easier to get. But I think the change is now inevitable in every industry, every small organization, and I shouldn't say small because they're big in their world, but I think small in terms of headcount, is looking at how to adapt technology. So I think that's a drastic change that I'm seeing.
Thank you. Shantanu, your thoughts on emerging technologies, gaming, what next?
Well, hello. Am I audible? Yeah. So I feel like in my sector in gaming, like a lot of new things have come, but still for development and everything, you need humans. And just to give you an insight, like how many parents we have जिनके बेटे या बच्चे games खेलते हैं यहाँ. So just think after 10 years, all the wars will be fought in drones. And we in India need more gamers to fly those drones. Because nerds can create the drones, but to fly them swiftly and take actions. So in gamers in US and China, they fly the drones. In India also, we need thousands of gamers who will fly the drones. And we can save so much of like human lives. Because all the wars will be in drones and we'll need a lot of gamers. So that's what.
In fact, I think Shantanu is planning or is in advanced stages of doing a gaming IPL, if I am not mistaken.
So we are doing a gaming IPL as well, where the team owners are Ranbir Kapoor, Abhishek Bachchan, Virat Kohli, Chiranjeevi, and more.
Yeah, that's a list. Definitely.
Yes.
Okay.
So there we cannot replace with AI.
I'm sure very soon we'll have AI heroes, if like Abhishek Bachchan and so on, possibly. Nothing is impossible in today's world.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Vinod, your thoughts. What next? Technology, momos, what?
Yeah. So I think this is the best time in the history to become an entrepreneur. Why? Because, today with an idea and with the technology, a young mind can challenge any companies having millions of dollars and number of employees in their team. You need a conviction. So this is the very right time. This technology can change anything today. So we used to make momos in hand when we started. Today everything comes out of the machine. So time changes, and you want to grow, you need the support of the technology. But don't fall in love with the technology. Fall in love with the problem. Because in the morning, you don't get up and say that I want technology. I want to solve the problem. So if you love the problem, then there will be technologies which can help you to, solve and generate the revenue through solving problem. So I feel that technology should be used for solving the problem, and I think that is the biggest market. Then technology itself.
In fact, Vinod, we were having a chat in the breakfast table when I think one of the people suggested that, Momo should now talk about 3D printed momos, some technology. I was not very sure about that, but then your thoughts on that?
So not only momos, lot of things can be done,
Exactly.
So you can invest in that, and 3D technology is great. It is picking up, if it can solve a lot of problem, it is helping in construction, designing, a lot of things, In food also, if you can utilize it and get a success, then why not?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Raj.
So basically, tech-wise, so you can understand presently, already it happened ki we are a tech-heavy company, like the software, the apps, the backends, the algos. So now maximum thing is done by Claude, okay? And when we started adapting Claude and AI, that time we were very much like, no, we don't want to give this access to our like tech team. But now what happened, like we can understand, let's say we have 50 people in the tech team, and with Claude we can cut down to 20. So why not use that? So we are presently leveraging all of our tech people to use Claude to generate more better codes and all. So this is the one part. And maybe just like he was also mentioning, so anyone with no employee strength, they can build an app like us today in maybe 2 hours or 3 hours, something like that. But they don't have that data background and those things. But yeah, with technical evolutions, this can be very easy. Now the second part.
Yeah.
The second part is how in our industry, future tech, you can understand like already in US, we can see the driverless cars. Okay, already they are running all the US streets. Mainly if you go to Atlanta, you can see like it's all over. So yeah, so basically we are thinking from that perspective, and presently we are capturing hell lot of data so that we can get the fast mover advantage. Whenever in India, the government will allow like a driverless car or something like that. So some big things we are doing. So yeah, so this is, I believe, the future in our industry. So driverless car will be the future in our industry.
That's interesting. Now you can hold on to the mic because the next thing that I think a lot of people will be interested to know is we have been talking about AI. Even in the previous questions, people have been talking about AI. But I personally feel that AI is no longer a new technology.
Yeah.
AIS is now. So what next from AI?
So basically what I believe, brain computing interface, another very big technology what is coming. Okay, many new experiments are going on that field. Okay, so we are like, I'm very bullish on brain computing interface in coming days. Maybe that will help, I believe. So AI, so how AI works? Like AI is a good term. Everyone is using AI. Everyone is using ChatGPT and all. That is not the fullest of the AI. So there are many things in the back end of AI.
In fact, I think AI should be used as a means to achieve an end. And in between, there has to be some more, technological interface or human intervention as required, and not just blindly depend upon AI, which has caused a lot of problems in the industry.
Yeah, so with time, AI will understand the system and the margin of errors get decreased. And that's a time in our life, maybe after 3 years or 4 years, the margin of errors will be very, very low. And we'll face that time a very big human AI war, I believe. And that is coming in coming
Thank
days.
you. I think Shantanu wants to talk.
Yeah, the students sitting here in the last few rows, please don't listen to all this. Like, don't use AI for everything. So some of my young staff now, few days ago, someone mailed me, what should I tell my boss? I have given 4 options already. I have used my 4 offs already. That my grandfather is saying, grandma is saying, what will be the next option? And he copy pasted the question as well, and he sent me. So please don't use AI for everything. The students, use your own brain, write your own mail, write your own love letters, whatever. Don't use AI for everything.
Create your own excuse.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Vinod.
I feel sometimes the AI is also making people very, a little bit dumb, and they're making it lazy. You are not using your brain, and that may become very dangerous. AI is a tool. It should be used as a tool to get the problem solved. It should not be above the human mind. That can be dangerous, and we feel that sometimes. I feel people, young generation people, too much into it. Sometimes I'm talking to the robot or something like that. So that should not be. The mind, human mind should be always above it. They should utilize AI to solve problems, not that use AI to become lazy or comfortable.
No, but Vinod, you are in a very good industry as far as AI is concerned, because AI or HI or whatever, people will feel hungry and they will eat. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll use AI to produce food and give it to the consumer. That is what we think. How fast we can reach to the consumer, whatever they want.
Yeah, I think that's more
ultimately,
important.
Yes, I'll take the support of AI and technologies, which we are doing it. It gives us data, it's a lot of things. But ultimately, everything you prepare, and you use technology to prepare, and the consumer is main. So it should be a tool to utilize it, and a tool to make you successful. I feel AI should be used in that way. Otherwise, if AI takes over, then I don't know what will happen actually.
You'll be out of business.
Yeah. We all.
Pramod.
Yeah, so I agree with all my fellow panelists, and of course you should write your love letters for sure. So, but AI is actually an infrastructure now. It is something that all of us have. It is an equalizer. And when you have, and I think the first time in history we've got a technology which thinks on its own, and singularity is now achieved, is as what people say. Of course, we spoke about it. So I think with that being there, we'll need to come back and build. So what we've seen is just the base internet 20 years back, today AI, and we built a lot of solutions on it, right? And today what you and I use, as simple as our payment gateways, are all platforms which are built on UPI, which was based on internet and of course successful because of that. So I think now is the time when the solutions which will really impact you and me on the ground is yet to come. I mean, we've started seeing some of it. Healthcare industry has seen a lot of it. In Africa, I have a small venture which runs social enterprise, which we run healthcare in Africa. The queue system to be able to get the right medicine is now reducing because of being able to come back and digitalize, filtration process of who needs what kind of care because of various assessments they do. So I think the impact of that is now coming in. So now what we are going to see is solutions sitting on AI, which are going to be day in, day out solving our problems, and just beyond what we see and obvious is what we have to see right now. And I think that's what the next curve is all about.
Okay. Last two questions possibly, and these two questions are more focused on the startups sitting there. Question one, if Pramod, you can take it. That is, it is generally said in the startup industry that people are getting married to tech and forgetting what the actual issue is. They are using deep tech, not as a means to achieve an end, but that as an end. So your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, that's true, but that's not just true for AI, but of course, AI is overwhelming.
I'm not talking in generic terms of AI,
No, you're
but
absolutely right. So I think when we, it's curiosity, right? So I think you give a kid a new tool, what happens? The whole world is that tool, right? So for all of us, we're all sitting with a new tool. There is curiosity, and it's just AI that we think, but we forget, and the overwhelming part is we forget where do we want to go. And I think you mentioned right at the beginning that the outcome is very important. So I think as an entrepreneur, you need to come back and know what your outcome is and how far do you want to go. One thing about technology is that you can keep building it, keep building it, keep building it. There is never an end. I think as an entrepreneur, I've learned it the hard way out, right? So when you put in technology in your organizations and you want to come back and build, you will be curious and overwhelmed with what it can do. But we need to know what outcomes we are wanting to achieve well before, and have we reached that stage? And if yes, then we should come back and pivot. I think that's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay. Thank you. Shantanu.
Well, for example, I'll just give you my example, what I do from my side. So if you see the gaming companies or gaming startups, if there are some of them are there already here. So before building our game also, my first priority is to get the sponsors on board. To get the
That
brand.
would be my next question. I'll come to that.
Yeah. So first goal is to how we make the revenues also, and then we close the sponsor, and then we make a game. So we don't just think that we'll make the game and someone will come and play. No. First we find a sponsor and then. So that's something like the youngsters also need to think. And the first thing is start small. Don't keep bigger targets. Start small. Like just to give you tell you, like I started with a 2 lakhs revenue a year, and in 8 years we went to 7.5 crores. So just keep small targets, keep growing, and you will grow with it.
That's a grassroots approach.
Right.
Vinod.
I feel that, over a period of time, if someone wants to, scale a business or sustainable business they want to create, I think they need to, innovate and change with time, but keeping a discipline. You need to be disciplined. Businesses that there were 50 years back is no more there. And the business which succeeds to be there, they have changed and innovated with time. Like you see the television, what you used to have, now what type of television, and future what. So it's same thing, but the change is there. Change is constant. So how you can keep the change constant and develop and sustain will be the main story going forward. I feel that is what startups should look into it, how they can sustain their business over a period of time, and will it work out or not. I feel that with the use of technology, I think that makes sense. Yeah. So I think
Yeah.
that is something which I want to tell all the startups. Yeah.
So your thoughts?
So basically, I'm taking my example only. So when we started, so that time we don't have any idea about startup and all. So like that is one thing in our mind, ki how we want to do in this like way of business in this domain. But after that, we have changed things multiple times because starting we were thinking something magic, ki how we'll prepare something, customer will come, drivers will come, and we will sit and we'll just earn money. We have that mindset because like we don't have any idea of business and all. So what I believe, like you have to like definitely marry with your idea, okay, and the final product, okay, what you are today planning. Maybe tomorrow you are planning something else which is bigger than the yesterday's plan. So every time there is a change in your mindset, and you have to take very disciplined action, disciplined like mindset to carry that out. So that is what I believe. And like adding one more thing, uh, it's not always key I have plan A and it will be plan A only. There might be in the way there are multiple situations you don't know about. So there might be you can end up to plan C or plan D also. So we have to be ready. But yeah, so like persistence, what we everyone need, I believe, in any startup.
Thank you. Before I ask the last question, can I request just two startups to come up, and I'll let them ask two questions. One question is to any one of the four people, not me. Okay, so just two persons, startups. Has to be a startup who has pitched yesterday. So just come forward, two of them. Yeah, one, and you can wait. Let me ask my last question. And one more, please. Yeah, my last question. Yesterday, Anirudh Damani of Artha Ventures, while he was doing the last concluding remark for pitching, mentioned that don't think funding is a goal. Okay? That is a very important statement he made, that don't think funding is a goal for any startup. Funding should, solving the problem and earning revenues and making your project profitable should be your goal immediate, and funding can be your final goal and depending upon what you want. So your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think perfect. We bootstrapped our company, and we didn't know what bootstrap means by that time when we started. I firmly believe that overcapitalization can really do damage. I feel that if you've got, and today, with AI technology, it's far more easier to achieve it, but if you've got something that you really feel that you can do, never overcapitalize, specifically at the early stage. Once you do that is when you actually make all the right steps to make sure that you build an unprofitable business model. And we can see a lot of trends of lot of large firms still struggling after 10, 12 years, 14 years, calling themselves startups. And I don't think I agree with 14 years and still calling yourselves startups. So I think, and still unprofitable. So I think that's clearly my number one rule when it comes to this thought. Yeah.
Okay, Shantanu?
Well, like, I just want to share a story. So I pitched in 2018 Tycon. Deepak sir was there, Deepak sir. Yeah, so I had asked for 30 lakhs and somehow 80 investor gave me cards and I had offers like, I went back and that it is more than my company. Like, I've got funding offers of 60 crores. And then I was like, 500% दे देना पड़ेगा. तो 5 company बना देता हूँ, आज ही देके निकल जाता हूँ यहाँ से. Then I understood it doesn't work that way and I just took a funding of 30 lakhs then and then started it. So, it's like I have seen that when you ask money, people are not going to give you. When you don't ask money, when you say no, people are going to come and chase you. So that's the way I have seen. That's it.
Okay, Vinod.
Interesting. So we started in 2008, and 2011 we got the first term sheet from Angel Network, IN. and we were valued at around that time 6 crores, yeah, and they were asking for 35% around for a crore or two. And that point of time, we thought that if we give 35%, then company will be no more there, you know, and this is small. That time we got very scared, so we didn't take the term sheet. We said, no, we don't understand this game, we'll come back later. Then we, we grew our business with by bootstrapping. And in 2015, we had 44 stores. We had a revenue around 25 crores. And that time, same IN, 100 crore valuation, 10% stake, you know. And that is the time when we raised our first round of funding. So 2015, first 7 years, we plow back our profit because we thought that, no, that is the, initially if you give your stake, then in the long run, your stand in the company will not be very significant. And we wanted to run our business, so we thought that slow and steady wins the race. They say, you know, you need to. So everything, when you are growing, everything is a journey. You know, to build a business also it takes time. When you take a brand, you have to give some amount of time to grow. So that growth itself takes time. So you need to give that time to everything, everyone, to every brand. So, and then you can go and raise funds. But initially, I think your conviction on the idea and your thought for, expansion or the model to scale in a different level has to be perfect. Then only I think you can move really fast. You know, funding is an ammunition. You know, once you get it, they will be after you. You know, you need to multiply, and investor will put 2 rupees to earn 4 rupees. It is not a social service. So then there will be a lot of reporting. So when you take the money, before that, you need to be sure what you are going to do. You need to have a team so that you can, grow faster and expand. I think the funding should be for the expansion and growth.
Rajesh, before you start, I think he has to.
Yeah. And I would firstly say that Sir said that it's a good time to be an entrepreneur. I would say that it's never a good time to be an entrepreneur. Like, if you can only take the heat, if you can take the bullets, then only jump into it.
Hey, hello. Please, people will run away. Yeah.
No, they won't run away. So I just want to tell you something, like I have at times even mortgaged my house, my car, and fought with everything during the COVID times and everything. And my guru, Deepak sir, is sitting here. So he has been like monumental in giving me support. Like every time I go back to him and ask him what to do. And just want to tell you something, that I'm the first startup from Bengal where Anand Mahindra family office is investing. So,
A huge round of applause to that.
and I want to thank Deepak sir from the Bengal Chamber of Commerce. Like, he's like my family. And what happens is, so I just want to share a funny story as well. So on the success and everything happened, and Deepak sir gave me a very nice bottle of wine and all. So that is kept in my house, and my family still drinks the Old Monk only. कि let's stick to basics. हम खाली उसको smell करेंगे, use नहीं करेंगे, बहुत महंगा है. So my family keeps me rooted, and after the funding, I bought an electric bicycle. So you don't need to show off. If you are just focus on your business, just be happy. You're not competing with anyone. That's it. Just be focused on your work. You don't have to show the world. Go to Facebook and Instagram and post कि ये fancy car, ये car, वो car. So like I see the youngsters doing कि पूरा दिन reels. Like yesterday I came to the hotel and people like lift से लेके हर जगह reels. अरे भाई, like just focus on your work and everything will happen. Just be honest and do hard work and everything will happen. Thank you.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
your thoughts?
So nice thing from my friend. So basically, on the question part, when we started, that time like we don't have any idea about this fundings and all, but we saw the fancy world, funding and all. So like we applied for many funds. Like I can't remember the counts also, and we're not able to raise a lakh rupee also at that point of time. So when then we decide, okay, let's build it by our own, because for our startup, like it's a not that much initial investment part. I don't know about some other startups where technology is very heavy. There might need initial investments also. So I'm not going to that part. For our, it's not that big investments. We are from the tech background. We've developed the app. I onboarded the drivers on the street. Sometimes a very initial day, I went to drive a car also because no driver was available that day. So we started. And what I have done now, whomsoever we have connected in the initial days, I just keep sending monthly MIS. Ki this is the numbers we are doing, this is the numbers we are doing. And you won't believe after 2-3 years when we are doing a good number of business, then those people are calling me, ki Rash, you want to put like 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs, something like that. So don't chase. Okay, so you just keep updated the potential investors. That is what I am doing from the day one when we were at like I think 10 lakhs yearly run rate to 45 crores yearly run rate. So I am doing this thing only every month. All of my investors, I'm giving them update, including sir is sitting here. And the potential investors, I'm not giving every month update, but every quarter I'm giving just the graph. You see the graph. You see what you have missed. Okay, what you have missed the journey. The person who invested in us on the day one, maybe at something around 3 CR valuation, and now we are valued at 110 CR. So what you have missed, I just giving you that thought. So like, I believe that helped me a lot. And today, after raising 2 million also, like in the last round, I have at least like 10 to 15 CR, I know ki I can raise more because I know this people, this group of people, this family office, they want to invest, but I don't want to take right now. I don't want to like dilute in this present valuation. I want to take it to 500, 600, 1000. Then I want to put like take more money. So that is the thing. Like don't chase money. That will come. But end of the day, sometime like money is also required. Okay, to expand the business to that level, to take a very good person in the VP position or maybe a like high position, you need money. But yeah, so this process I followed. It helped me a lot. I don't know, you guys also, the new like generation can also try this process. This might help if you are confident ki you can make this business without the money also. Because initial days, if you want to expand quickly, you need more money. Don't expand very quickly if you don't have money. Expand in that mindset ki I make a profit. From profit only I am going to fueling my expansion. That's it. Don't invest more money.
Thank you, Rajesh. And as I promised, 2 questions. Yeah. If there is no one, I will close down. Yeah, one, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
So my first question is from
Only one question.
Okay.
And to whom?
From Vinod sir.
Yeah.
Vinod sir started in 2008, raised funding in 2015. There was a gap in between. Service in college. I know the story. The Momo part, the factory part. What was the unit economics working there? Were you able to scale? How were you able to scale to 44 stores in 2015?
900.
While in 2015.
Oh, 2000.
15.
So-
Was it
so
a factory model?
So we have a central kitchen and we used to supply it. So we used to grow that only. It is a very simple thing. But what we did good was after opening, it was shop and shop stores inside Spencer. So we didn't have to invest on our infrastructure. So what we did, we opened stores inside the supermarkets and the supply. We had our delivery from a central kitchen. So same model we followed for a growth also. And then initially we had a small central kitchen, then we have taken a bigger one. So everything is, today as a company, if you see 900 stores, it's not only restaurant stores, it's a supply chain company, you know.
My main insight
Production
was,
is doing, you are having production somewhere, you're supplying to somewhere. So this is the supply chain. If you can be good in supply chain, you can manage everything. So
but the
today,
risk in perishable product. I want to get that.
Thank you,
insight.
Binod.
Yeah.
You can take this out. We are running out of time. Thank you all for being
Thanks.
part of this.
So a huge round of applause for our esteemed panelists and our moderator for this insightful session. Thank you for sharing your journey and wisdom with us. Sirs, please stay on the stage for a moment. May I request Sriram sir to present a token of appreciation to Mr. Pachishia. To Mr. Humagai. To Mr. Nag. And Mr. Basu. So a group photo at the end of the session.